guys, this is my first guide to the game Thief, and today we're going to be getting 100% loot, collectibles and ghosting it in Chapter 1, Lockdown. As you can see, I've just collected the flask and a gear here. It's the first couple of bits of loot. I won't really be blabbering on too much about it because you can see clearly what I'm doing and where I'm going to get the loot. I will interject with notes and points about particular bits where you have to be careful about the enemy in order to get that ghost rating at the end of the level. Always a sneaky gear, that one. People miss that a lot. Now you will have noticed there I skipped past through the cutscenes. One reason that I do that is because one, I'm trying to get a point across to you guys to show you the video, and two, also if you skip the videos, the NPCs, the enemy, will still be in a position of where they should have been at the start of the video, which gives you more time to do what you need to do. As you can see here, this is your first collectible.
A fine piece.
Now, you will have noticed the guys patrolling down the street, they don't notice you. They get suspicious there, but it doesn't impact on your ghost rating at all in the end. Now, I'm also showing him in this where you can get extra gear, arrows and things like that, but I don't necessarily need to pick them up, as you can see there. Points to note about getting a ghost rating on any level in Thief. What a lot of people don't realise is if you tamper with doors, if you tamper with light switches, if you tamper with candles, if you pick people's pockets, it does impact on the pie chart that I'm sure you will have all seen by now at the end of the level. And all those things that I just mentioned do count towards the opportunity playstyle, not the ghost playstyle. It does allow for a little bit of leeway, so you can do things, which is why I've just pickpocketed that document off the guard there. But as long as you try and, you know, it's like real life, you know, if you was trying to be a ghost, you wouldn't want anybody to know you were there, so you would leave everything as you found it.
Catch the blue.
As you can see, I'm shutting the door there for that reason, so that the guard doesn't notice when he comes back, and it won't be an extra suspicion raised at the end. Don't really need to go down here, this is just a water arrow. Oh, I should point out as well, for those of you who don't know, things like arrows and food and poppies, they do not count towards the loot progression.
The claw's fairly quiet when used the right way. Aaron made this thing.
Again, I skipped through the cutscene there, and you can see the guards are still looking through the window for the jeweled mask.
Price on that jeweled mask.
It gave me the time to go and grab that coin on the crate.
I can cut through the jewels to get around these gates. Besides, that mask sounds interesting.
Now there's a bit of loot coming up around the corner here that a lot of people are not aware of, do always miss. I missed it myself quite a few times. Spent a long time looking for it as well. And there you go, sneaky little blighter. Another document there. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I've heard rumours that picking locks also goes towards the opportunist playstyle. As of yet, I've not really had any problems with it. I've still got the ghost rating on most levels I've done. So I don't know, people just need to experiment with that and see how they get on. I've actually been okay with it and picked a few locks in a few levels. I think as long as you just put everything back, you're okay. I'm being careful here because obviously I don't want the guard to see me. We are trying to get the ghost rating. Here's a bit of loot through here when I eventually find the hole to get in that a lot of people are not aware of.
few guards.
So now I'm moving above the shop here. All the guards are below me. Nobody's any the wiser that I'm here.
More than a week of nothing. Tonight, anything can happen.
Always save the game. Always handy.
Constant grave holes.
Again, it would have been easy to turn the light switch off there, but that also counts towards the opportunist. So try not to do it. Try and keep all the lights on, all the candles going, unless you really have to. Because I believe it would let you off with one or two, but you don't really want to take that chance. As you can see here, you've got to watch the guard very carefully. He patrols around the shop in a very boring, predictable motion. As you can see there on the left.
All these beauties are dark.
Don't bite off more than you can chew in here. You take a few bits and then you get out of the room before he comes round again. And again, you know, this obviously does take a little bit longer than just going behind the guy and knocking him out or killing him or whatever. But you're a lot more likely to get the ghost rate in if you just completely leave people alone. As you can see there, he's having a wee mosey, having a butcher's at what he thinks he could nick.
I wonder if I should check on his wife.
And I'm sure many people have obviously already done these levels, just might not have found all the loot, but just for the point of the people who haven't, here is your second collectible coming up.
These jewels are glass.
Nice mask.
Still, it'll fetch good coin from someone who doesn't know better. I'll see myself
It's
out.
annoying how long
An
you spend
upstairs
looking
window
at
should get
things.
me over that gate.
Need to rest.
Still got a couple of little bits to get in there yet. Just got to watch out for him. As you can see here as well, so far I've used no focus at all. It's all just about timing and being patient. As long as you check the arcs of the guards and make sure you know where they're going to be looking and when, there's no reason at all why you can't slip past them. Even if the meter, their detection meter goes up a little bit, it doesn't matter, it's all about the timing. As you can see here, I'm making a point of closing them. One thing I did notice when I was playing through this though, is if you swoop away before the animation shows Garrett pulling away from the drawer once he's closed it, it will still stay open. So make sure he's fully finished closing it and backed away before you move away from the cabinet. As you can see there, third collectible. Also a point to note, that lockpick there has 5 key things to push up.
Fine piece.
This isn't master, I'm actually playing this on the normal difficulty in the minute, but I've done it on master, and the point to note is be very careful when you're picking the lock. Take your time, and well yeah, just take your time, because if you don't and you mess it up, the guard there at the chair will wake up and well, you'll be caught. Save again, and now we'll be going downstairs. This guy's tinkering away there. As you can see though, managed to take advantage of his peripherals there. There's only one item in these
Still
drawers,
not
and it's
ready.
that one. The rest of the drawers there, you can ignore them. Just grab the things on the table when the opportunity presents itself.
Let's see now.
Collectible number 4,
Cousin.
behind this painting.
I half expect us to join the
Now, as you can see, I'm not being too hasty here. I'm going to pull the switch on the painting and pull straight back because I've left the candles on. Got to make sure you can't see you. Again, timing is key.
Benefit richly.
And that's everything swiped there. Just the
Gods
stuff
to
in the safe
great
to get now.
balls.
Also, if you need the supplies whenever you're playing through this, especially on master level where it's a lot harder to get the equipment because it's more expensive, there's also a little box there with a water or a fire arrow there on the right. As you can see looking here, I'm looking through the documents that I've found to get the safe code, and I believe it is 739. We'll see if I'm right.
Gilded copy, set with very finest glass, befitting a whoremonger.
Bosh. 10 points to Gryffindor, folks.
Oh, come on.
And as I said, that's collectible number
More
4.
extravagant than my usual mass.
Just enough time to close the safe back up before he notices it.
Never know when I'll be invited to a
Close to
ball.
my workshop till you find a buyer outside.
And you dust out. Like you were never there.
Nice try, Ligo, but I'm ahead of you.
So tired these days.
Coming up onto the last part of this section now. Only a few items remaining. Now here, depending on your timing, the noble lady, who you can't see now because she's already walked in the room, is normally, sometimes she'll already be sat in the chair, sometimes you will see her crossing the corridor and walking into the chair. So just be mindful of that whenever you move onto this floor, so you don't get caught when you're in the room with the fireplace in it. Again, retracing your steps, closing all the doors, covering your tracks. Now, this drawer here on the left, the woman's already sat in the chair, and it doesn't matter that you've gone in the light there, she will not see you, so just go for it. Also, there's a little bird there. Be careful not to swoop while you're on this floor because it will detect you, and any animals that detect you at all, even though they're just animals, still count as detections on the overall stats, so just be careful about that. And that should be all the items now. I'll just show you that. As you can see, 4 of 4, 60 of 60. That's everything collected now, so it's just the escape. Obviously, this final part now is more just for the people trying to get a ghost rating.
Who's this? Watch out.
There's no more loot or anything to collect, so... Now this bit is literally, it's just about being patient. Don't need to kill anybody, don't pick any pockets.
Oh, please, sir. Please, sir.
For the point of this video as well, I'll skip through these guards' conversations. Just hang back, just follow them nice and loose.
They say old what's-his-name's gone down with the gloom.
Who? He had it coming.
As you can see there, straight up the little pipe, and then all you've got to do is just run across the boarding, and the guards are on the wider.
People love fancy speeches.
When was the last time
That's it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, take care.